Morning, YouTube, and welcome to day 4. I'm glad you're keeping me in check.
I've been riding on a daydream.
The storms that we were talking about,
Were made up.
they must have been made up. Actually, they weren't made up. They just didn't hit us. They kept on forming on a line that was just north of us. I think we got some rain at home, most likely. But there were some good storms. Mercer County over in Pennsylvania, which is just over the border from us and north. Probably Greg and Betty territory. Hey, Greg, Betty, how you guys doing? They had a flood warning out, so that's how much rain they were getting. And
Cleveland.
yeah, Cleveland got hammered pretty well, but not bad here at all. Late last night we got just a little bit of rain, just a tiny bit, and I mean Heidi didn't even hear it.
Didn't hear a thing.
So it's all that warning for no reason at all, and we really thought we were going to get hit.
We prepared.
Yeah, we way prepared. We pulled the mat, put it away, we put our chairs away, we just kind of got ready for it. But you know, I'd rather do that than have a problem. Of course, I have these awning tie downs that that I did a review on earlier, and there was a couple of really strong gusts of wind early in the day when I was doing editing of videos, and Heidi might have been taking a nap. But it moved the RV a little bit. So today there's going to be probably half of the RVs here checking out, seeing how it's Monday. And again, sorry the videos are going up late. I'll be probably with the other half that leaves tomorrow. So I'm sure there'll be a line at the dump station, because since there's no full hookups here, everybody that is here is dumping. But there's not a lot of RVs here. I mean, even with all the sites full, there's just not that many sites. So the line shouldn't be too bad. I don't know what the etiquette is. We've never done that before, because I'd really like to flush my tank well. So what I think I'm going to end up doing is,
I'll probably get out of here late then.
well, I think what I'll probably do, yeah, it'll be later, is make sure if I am in line, flush everything out. But before I pull up to the pump, the dump, I should say, the water fill is also right there. I'll fill up my tank, my freshwater tank, and then dump, and then go ahead and pull around, and then with that freshwater tank full, go ahead and hook up a hose to that wand that we got, and anyways, run water through the black tank, you know, as we wait in the line again, and then flush it all out. But I don't know. We'll have to see how it works out. One thing I'll have to do for sure, though, is I have to get some sort of connection for the sink for the water. For the
Gonna do
wand.
it off the.
I just want to get a
Ew.
hose hookup. I'm going to have to figure that out.
Can you hook it up to the shower hose?
No, we can hook it up to the sink.
As long as you're not pulling on it. It's all
Oh,
plastic.
yeah, but
What do I know?
it should be all right. It's not like I'm going to be yanking on it. The hose is long enough. It shouldn't be an issue. We have a pretty decent size couple of spare hoses.
Hi, Logan.
So we'll go ahead and start this day and see what happens. What do you think?
I don't know. We're going to go to Halls today, the Super Duper.
Quit clicking the table.
We're going to Halls today to get some brownies.
Oh, man. Halls is
Okay, maybe on the way home.
3 miles away, right?
Yeah. Maybe we'll do it on the way home.
I don't even know where Halls is. Is it an
It's-
IGA?
Yeah, it's Super Duper.
Oh. Yeah, we passed that. Well,
Somebody said that we have to stop and get their homemade brownies.
on Memorial Day they open?
I said tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
On our way home, we can swing. I mean, we drive right by there.
Yeah, I got to get that hose hookup too, so I don't know what we're going to do about that.
What
This-
hose hookup?
I just told you, for the sink.
Duh.
So,
There isn't any. We'd have to drive into Salem or Lisbon.
Yeah.
Those, both of those are kind of a
Yeah,
distance.
I'd rather not do that. So we'll let this be the ending of our morning greeting, and we'll see how today unfolds. I hope that guy has weight distribution bars he's going to install when he goes around the corner here. I know he does. It's probably a good idea that if you're in a tight campground like this, as soon as we got here and we got to the dump station, we took off our weight distribution bars. Just so we could turn and back into corners and stuff and not have all that clicking and cranking and everything else. And when we leave here, we'll do the same thing. We won't put our weight distribution bars on until we're completely done with the dump site and start our way out. Well, we're all cleared out. We actually have somebody come in. It came in early, obviously. But, yeah, look how bare it is now. This is what this campground normally looks like. We only have the one camper back there in the corner. We got one more leaving. That guy was a tent camper. But, yeah, we don't have hardly any campers in this area at all. Just that one there, and that's all for us. It's kind of nice, the lake view that you get with everyone gone, but then again, if we would have reserved early enough, we could have had a lake site. Now, I don't know about this number 25 because the asphalt is dipped real deep on one side, so you got to be careful there. Well, we're leaving our campsite behind and we're going on a little nature walk. There's a nice RV back there. Little old. But yeah, we're going to go across the street here and check out this little nature trail. My location is A. Get to point A to point B. It's not even a half a mile. I might be able to make this. Okay, I'm scared. It's dark. Ain't scared. Now, if we were at Lock 30, this is where we turn around because we'd be swatting bugs. Well, at least during that time of year. Yeah, you can see over here it's kind of like all marshy. Cool. Got a little boardwalk. That animal was sitting right there, right next to us. Ran off in the woods. Watch out, Heidi, there's alligators here too. Got a little spider web, huh? Ooh, got a little marsh. Oh, look what's swimming out there.
What is it?
I don't know.
Snake?
No, see it churning up out there? I don't know what that is.
Fish.
This is Loch Ness. That was Nessie. Could be an alligator. This is a very cool trail. It's not well worn, so, and it's not so crude that you can't walk it, but it makes you definitely feel like you're in nature more than some of the other trails we've been on. Oh, look, it's nice. It's like a little brook. It's not very hot today, but boy, you get here and you can feel it's nice and cool. There's a fence line there, so somebody must own all that back there. Boy, there's all kinds of little scurrying rodents going through here. And birds, man, there's a ton of birds. Heidi heard cows off into the distance. Boy, this is nice back here. This is probably one of the best nature trails I've been on. Talk about that. Fish down there. Holy cow, that's huge. Wonder what the deal was.
They were up in all those things.
Yeah, I can go back and get my fishing license real quick.
You even have the fishing poles with you?
Yep. Heidi catching up. See if I can get Heidi to go out on that log and get a picture taken. Hey Heidi, go out up there and I'm gonna take your picture.
No way.
Go climb. Just
Younger, I would.
you're younger. Go ahead. Come on. Climb out there.
I do stupid stuff like that anymore.
Sure you do. You're with me.
I'm not going in that water.
Now that is the goofiest growth I've ever seen on a tree. Look at that. I don't know, what do you guys think about that? That's some weird stuff. I guess trees get cancer too. It's not a tumor. It's all mossy. It's like walking on carpet. Those guys are over there just mowing the crap out of their property. There's a fire ring. Got a little picnic back here. That'd be nice. So we thought that we should cover this trip so far. What do you think?
Been a good trip. No rain. Forecaster was wrong, as usual.
Yeah, they were definitely calling for some storms, and they all missed us.
Yeah, we did. Maybe we just got lucky.
We definitely got lucky. We're in a nice part of the nature trail, which I showed you guys. You know, we were walking on there. It's a very short trail, but it's probably one of the best trails. I mean, it's like a real nature trail because it's not overused. There's people fishing. You can hear mowers out in the distance, possibly. People out mowing, doing their thing. But the overall experience here has been pretty decent considering. Now, I've discussed it already on Facebook, and a few of you have chimed in kind of the same sentiment, and it's, you know, I just have to you know, deal with it. It's not that it's a big deal, it's just me being picky. You know, people are different. People have different ideas of what camping's like. And what I was mentioning was we had neighbors that just had, I don't know, looked like a carnival. All these rope lights, and they were everywhere. And, you know, that's their thing. I understand. They're weekenders, and that's their thing. And there's no rules against it. And I can't even consider it to be rude or anything. It's just, it seems odd. It just seemed odd to me. Because that's not what we're into. But, you know, there could have been a time, maybe, if we, you know, didn't go the path that we're trying to go and, you know, downsize. You know, there's still a lot of people out there that believe that, you know, the person with the biggest toys and the most toys wins. And, you know, if it makes them happy, great. I kind of feel sorry for them, but if it makes them happy, then that's spectacular. Well, the sun's coming out. It's blessing us. It did make me think about our earlier video that we did within like the first year of us starting this channel. And we talked about campgrounds for sure. I think that was the title of it. We were coming to the conclusion before really even starting, you know, full timing, which still at this point, not even starting full time, it's still kind of a conclusion that we may come to later, but we would have to find the right campgrounds to be at. I told Heidi at one point, I said, I can honestly see with all these people packed in the way that they were, why so many people go out to the desert and go out, you know, to cheap land that don't have amenities to get away from it all. And here's the thing, we don't hate people. I don't think that, you know, we have a hatred for people. We love talking to them and stuff. It's just that was just, it's just too much, too many people crammed into such a tight spot. And you know how it is whenever you have kids. You know, I raised my kids to do certain things, certain ways, not to annoy me and what I thought was polite. Yet there's other people that maybe raise their kids a little bit differently. Not that it's right or wrong, it's just differently. So they may have told their kids, hey, you go have fun, you go ride wherever you want. And so the kids, you know, they go ride wherever they want, regardless of whose camping site they go through. And, you know, I'm not going to yell at them. I'm not going to be the grumpy old man that says, get off my lawn. But it's just a different feel to be around that. And in general, you know, this is just interaction with human beings and being able to interact with them. And again, I can get along with anybody for the most part. I'm sure that there's, you know, people out there that you just can't mesh with. But after seeing and being in that situation at this campground during Memorial Day weekend when it was so packed, all I could think about is, man, the next time we go camping, I would love to go and just be out in the middle of nowhere and not have anybody around. I don't think that camper host wise, I would have an issue with a lot of people and how the campground was. How about you?
No, I think it, I mean, that camp host though, they really don't have a big job to do.
Yeah, yeah, the campsite's so small.
Right. Yeah, and it's like this versus West Branch. But they have several
Yeah,
at West Branch.
yeah,
So.
I think they probably have at least 3 camper hosts
Right.
at West Branch, but they have 4 times the lot. And how about like East Harbor?
Right.
East Harbor has a lot of primitive sites. They have a lot of sites, but yeah, it's just different. It's just a different vibe, I guess. So for us to be camper host, we've said it all along since day one. That's one thing that we did come to a conclusion with, and it's still going to hold true. And that is, for us to be a camper host at a place, we've got to be a good fit. We've got to feel comfortable. I could feel comfortable at this campground, all except for the parking on the grass and all the boats that are on the grass, and
It's because it's so small.
it's so small they have no choice. They don't have enough overflow parking.
Right.
There was no way that everybody could have a parking spot if they didn't allow them to park on the grass.
They probably only had 10 overflow parking spots.
Yeah, and I parked on the grass, and I don't hardly ever do that. I mean, I only had 1 tire in the grass, but still, I've never done that. But a lot of the spots are too short, or they're shorter. I shouldn't say too short. They're just shorter. They're shorter sites. But I like the campground, and I think that in an off weekend or something, it would be nice to come back down again and
Or
see what
during
it's
the
like.
week.
Or during the week, like we normally do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this weekend thing's different. That's for sure.
I don't mind camping during the holiday weekend if we was at a bigger place.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, it's just kind of crowded.
Yeah, if we were at West Branch,
Yeah.
you could pack that place full, and it's not the same as this. Like I said, this is kind of like a parking lot, but every campground has its own little thing.
Yeah, this is more for staying at your campsite the whole time. Or boating.
Which was
or
kind of
fishing.
nice. Yeah, boating and fishing.
Right. Other than that, there's really not anything to do.
Yeah, I don't.
There's not much to do. This little trail here.
They have 3, like I mentioned before, they got 3 restaurants that are in the area. We went to the one. There's another one across the lake. It's called Mark's Landing, I think, and it looks pretty nice. And then you got to drive a little way to Pinky's. And it's not far. I don't know. I guess it's probably maybe 3 miles, I'm assuming. But it's just, that's about it. And again, there's nothing wrong with these places to where you just zone out, just have a good time and just relax, which,
That's what we did.
I mean, are you relaxed?
Well, I'm relaxed every time, so.
Yeah, anytime at all. It does make me feel like I want to go, and travel more. We did this when we went to Tennessee. We got to the park, the dam site, and after a couple days, we were like, it's time to go. But it was another campsite that was kind of the same way. Not a lot to do, just to hang out, just relax. So tomorrow, we're back headed to the house. I've got to obviously mow the lawn, which I don't think we got a lot of rain at home. That'll be okay. And I've got to work on a lot of vehicles then. I've got to work on my son's car. His brake lines, are all rusty, and got to replace those. And I got to work on the truck and put the exhaust on it. And then we got to work on his van. So I've got a lot of stuff that's piling up. And these videos, obviously, are going to be stacked and put out one a day once we get back to the house where we have good internet. And someone asked me about my WeBoost. Hopefully by now you've already seen that other video. If you guys are interested in that cell booster, go back and watch that video that I talked about it. It's not very long, and I just kind of touched on it. And then if you decide you want to go with it, you know, there'll be links in the description. You just click the links of the description of that video and it'll take you right along. But yeah, as far as our camping trip,
It's good.
it was a good one. I'm glad we got away and we enjoyed it, that's for sure. Moving forward though, definitely want to do this more. And it's really nice because every time that we do this and we get out and I see how easy it is to operate with what little we have, it makes us realize what we don't need.
That is for sure.
I mean, I'd love to have all my tools with me in case of a breakdown or a repair of some kind, but you know, we're surviving, we're eating, we're living, and here we don't have a 2-car garage and central air and you know, a big huge camper RV or anything like that. I'd still like to get a bigger RV, but watching everybody this weekend, and some of them struggled with their RVs and they weren't very big, they were maybe just 30 footers. You know, they had a tough time because the sites are so small, and this is pretty typical of what I enjoy about ours. You know, it's so tiny, you just back it in. Not as tiny as some of them. There's a few people there that have some tiny ones. Yeah, and of course you always get a little bit nostalgic and also a little bit jealous when you see people pull in with a tent, you know, or their truck packed full of stuff and they just put up a tent and, you know, they're cooking outdoors and everything. It's kind of nice, utilizing the shower houses, all that stuff. It reminds us whenever we had a tent how easy it was, how uncomfortable it was, but how easy it was. So we're definitely going to keep on moving forward, and we'll bring you guys along on our next trip. But we still got a little bit today, and then tomorrow we'll be heading home, so we'll have to see how that works out. So we're going to head back to the campsite and chill out. So we came through that trail that sprung off to the left, and this opens up to a large fishing area. You can see here. This is quite nice. I can see you spending some time here fishing. But we're going back towards the campsite, and it's going to be over the road. God, that guy's got a lot of land. He must be mowing over there.
Yeah.
That thing's been going for hours. Yeah. But yeah, back to the campsite. And the days turned out to be really nice. Not too hot, not too cold. Of course, I don't have a too hot setting. Not really. There's times that I complain about it, but it can definitely be into the 90s before I start talking about, man, I'm a little bit warm. So, nice area. Like I said, it's not a very big nature trail, but this is probably one of the best little trails that I've been on as far as undisturbed nature. There's so much stuff going on out there, so much wildlife. It's like every step we took there was another bird in a tree flying away from its nest or warning you there's a nest there, or a little granny running through the forest getting out of the path, and fish along the water line, that too. Okay, so this is crazy because the weather people are definitely wrong. We literally have storms rolling in right now. Can you believe it? Look, even on the radar. Yeah, I hear the thunder. So you guys can see, we actually have storms coming at us. You want to talk about forecasters getting their shit wrong. Everybody here knows that they were told that today was going to be a very nice day with no chance of rain. Yet, here comes the storms. Oh well. And we got more people, obviously. That's not going to stop us from getting ice cream. It's funny because they touted how, again, Monday, Memorial Day, today, was going to be the best of the entire Memorial Day weekend. It was going to be a little bit cooler, but still in the 70s, and there'd be plenty of sunshine. And all of a sudden, if you look at the forecast now, it says chance of isolated thunderstorms. Uh-oh, I'm getting too wet for this. Missed it. Now we're cooking with Crisco. Had a big thunder strike and then all this started going on. Still though, you can tell it's going to be short-lived. Good news is it's washing off most of the crap on the awning. I'm still going to have to get the broom up there and brush off all that. You can see the shadows of all the debris up there. But a lot of it came out. Look at all this. What? It's like a rain gutter. I gotta clean my gutters out. Well, I think that was the last little bit of rain there. And the air has gotten so cool, you can see the steam coming off the concrete or the asphalt. I mean, of course the asphalt's warm because the sun's been on it, but it's not that warm. That's because the air has dropped at least 3 degrees. Being literal, not sarcastic, it's at least 3 degrees, and I'm thinking it's probably closer to 5. Wow, that is definitely some cold, cold air that came through. Let's see if the sun can warm it up before the night gets to us. That'll be nice. Well, it looks like I'm going to close out this day because it is 7:30. Heidi's taking a nap. We went and got ice cream, and I could tell after she had that ice cream she started feeling really tired. She went into the bedroom and laid down, and I was doing some video editing. As you'll see, this video is very long. Sorry about that. And yeah, I asked her if she wanted to close out the video, and she didn't respond because she was back there snoring. That rain was very minor and short-lived. We've got a lot of fog rolling through here now. But yeah, that's it. So guys, as always, we hope to see you out there. Bye.